Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Riss, and here's part 1 of my Santa Fe, New Mexico trip. Now guys, this was my first time ever traveling to the Southwest. I know, kind of crazy, but my first time. I was really nervous but really excited because I honestly didn't have any expectations for what I would see or do. It was also pretty hard for me to find a direct flight from New York to Santa Fe. A lot of airlines mostly had stops in between. However, I was able to find a direct flight to Albuquerque. Albuquerque is New Mexico's largest city. It's known for its hot air balloon festival as well as its unique geography. My friend who I was visiting picked me up and we drove straight into Santa Fe. The next morning we got up bright and early and headed over to this local spot called the Pantry that serves up authentic classic New Mexican dishes. So guys, here we have the Buenos Dias. There's a lot going on in this breakfast. I'll jot it down for you guys. Scrambled eggs, chili, some kind of New Mexican home fries. We have 2 sets of sauces. What are the sauces, friend?
Red and green chili. Combined, they make up Christmas.
Red and green chili, and they call it Christmas. And we have avocado, veggie sausage going on in here.
So guys, I'm gonna take a bite. It's a lot of flavor going on here. A little heat just hit me. It's actually pretty good.
First impression, out of 10?
Out of 10, I'm gonna give it a 9.5. Honestly, it's really good. There's a spicy kick that hits. I like spicy food. It's a lot of flavor. Normally when people think flavor or seasoning, they think salt, but there's actually some spices going on.
It's good. After breakfast, we headed downtown to the Plaza. The Plaza is considered a National Historic Landmark in downtown Santa Fe. There's bookstores, museums, boutiques, Native American artisans selling their creations, and so much more. Some locals even consider it to be the heart of downtown Santa Fe. Walking around, I truly was in awe. The architectural styling of most buildings preserve the Pueblo-like qualities from long ago. The buildings are made out of adobe, which is clay, mud, and straw put together. It was really cool to see. This is so beautiful. It's like the infrastructure. It's unlike New York City. No big buildings, no packed streets, but it's so clear and beautiful. The artwork around the area, gorgeous. We headed up the St. Francis Cathedral to walk the path of the labyrinth. The labyrinth. The path of the labyrinth is a representation of the path of our lives. Though there may be twists and turns, ups and downs, and we may find ourselves astray, we are always perfectly aligned to achieving our goals and dreams. Inside of the Rainbow Man was a lot of Native American artwork, lots of portrait photos of different Native American figures. The Rainbow Man has been open since 1945, featuring vintage jewelry, different Native American pieces of art, and Hispanic art as well.
I don't think so. And then there's some on the other side too.
Thank you, sir. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
What's your name? Tell us all about Santa Fe and this market here.
Yeah, well, I mean, some would say I'm a local. I'm from a tribe that's just 30 minutes south of here, where the capital of New Mexico is. It's called Kiwa, and it's a tribe that's been around for approximately 2,000 years now since we've settled. Where you guys are standing at actually is it used to be, obviously it was owned by Aboriginals, so there were Native Americans that were inhabiting this area, and as time went on, the area was colonized by Europeans and Spaniards. So why it's a capital now is because it was a trade route for a very long time, and it just became a very well-known part of New Mexico. So that's how it eventually turned into the capital of New Mexico. Nowadays it's more of a tourist attraction. A lot of folks from all over the world come through to buy authentic Native American art.
Is it like being an artist here for you? What's that experience like?
Well, honestly, as an artist or as artists, it's a gamble all the time. If you don't have shops that you sell to regularly or clients that you work with regularly, it surely can be hard, but a lot of us really don't do it for the money. We do it just for the fact that we can be creative and we can practice something that our ancestors practiced, and then it's just a bonus that people find my work that I turn in my imagination into something tangible.
Yeah.
And it's just a bonus that people buy it.
Be sure to check out Thomas here at the Native American Artisans program. There's beautiful pieces here. He does beautiful work, so check him out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Santa Fe is definitely a city for those who love art. There's so many different boutiques, art galleries, and artisans selling their amazing creations. We got the chance to see this young man perform a traditional Native American dance in his regalia. Afterwards, he gave us some history on the dance and its importance.
And so thank you for allowing me to share that. The reason why I do this is to teach people that in 1978, the United States government granted the American Indian, my indigenous people, the freedom to religion without being harassed, without being persecuted, without being murdered. And so from 1978, prior to the first European arrival, our whole way of life and our language was completely outlawed. So it brings me great honor to be able to stand here today and to share this way of life in my traditional regalia. Because like I like to tell people, I could stand here in my normal clothes and yell at everyone for all the bad blood and the history that we have, holding picket signs. But that's not going to solve anything. Whereas if I could stand here in my indigenous regalia proudly and show you that through the dances and through the songs is how we sacrifice, then maybe you'll have an understanding on how we pray and how the connection through spirituality connects each and every one of us. So with that, thank you again for allowing me to share that.
So guys, it's 1:03. I've already had breakfast at the pantry. Did a little walking through the Santa Fe Plaza. It's beautiful here. There's so much rich history, Native American history, New Mexican history. Now we're about to head into the New Mexican History Museum and learn a little more. So come on in with us.
So what we do here at the Apothecary Oxygen Ball is we allow you to sit down and rejuvenate your blood with oxygen. We have different essential oils for the aromatherapy because that itself has its own effects. Try eating a frozen orange in the shower. It is therapeutic. but the oxygen itself is just a part of our new age, new healing experience here in Santa Fe at the Apothecary.
What did you say the altitude was again?
7,200 feet, being above that.
Wow.
People get acute mountain sickness or even worse.
So guys, I'd never been to an oxygen bar before, yet alone had an oxygen treatment. Here, I was just rubbing the excess of the essential oil on my neck and forehead. The essential oil I chose was a holy basil.
There you go. Okay, there we go. Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna start your timer. Thank you. There you go. Okay, let's clear our minds.
So guys, just finished the oxygen treatment. I chose the Honored Warrior, which was a clear mind essential oil, a holy basil. Honestly, I feel lighter. I feel more open, less tension within. It really was a nice treatment. I laid back on this nice chair and just took in the oxygen, and I feel really relaxed. I feel like I kind of went in energized, but also like a lot of tension and disclarity. And I feel very calm and relaxed and ready to like carry on with the day. So I definitely recommend getting an oxygen treatment if you're in Santa Fe. It's really nice. Kaya, how was your treatment?
I picked the detox, and I didn't know what I was supposed to expect going into this experience. A lot of people that I know have done this mostly for elevation issues and ailments that they're getting. We always think of that as like a support thing or like things that you do in the hospital, but I think regular people that are healthy and able-bodied should be able to have this faculty experience as well. Yeah. And now I feel, Krista said she feels more balanced. I feel a little more energized. Like my binge drinking is now gone and I can start all over. And now we are gonna go to a gallery and then have drinks. And I feel prepared for that.
We decided to wind down the day with a happy hour at dinner for two.
So guys, we just finished having happy hour at dinner for two.
Happy hour at dinner for two.
Safe to say, it was great.
It's the best happy hour in New Mexico. Sorry, that's a lie. In Santa Fe.
Great. She said it.
Everything's affordable. Appetizers, drinks. Please come in. Great service, great attendance. We love the energy in there. The lighting is moody. It feels like a date night.
Food was great.
Maybe food is great. We had
great.
the salmon and French fries and
Truffle fries.
Oh, truffle fries.
It matters.
And the sirloin bites.
Like a steak with chili sauce or something.
The green chili hatch queso.
That was it.
Mom's calling, so we gotta go.
We still were a bit hungry, so we headed over to Joseph's and had some duck fat fries and a trout salad. Now guys, this is the point of the night that started so good and then ended so bad. Stay tuned for part 2 to hear what happened.